Look around you. India has moved from back-office work to building core digital infrastructure and products. From Bengaluru's design centers to IIT Madras's chip labs, that shift is now visible in silicon. For years, the question was, can India manufacture at scale? Today, the more relevant question for tech is, how quickly will Indian-designed hardware show up in global products? We are at the early stage of an Indian AI chip ecosystem. Design teams, policy support, and pilot production coming together. Over this decade, Indian silicon inside will increasingly sit alongside today's global chip brands in smart devices. India is one of the largest and fastest growing markets for smartphones, IoT devices, and connected products. That scale forces engineers to design for tough price, power, and performance constraints. AI chips built for these conditions have to run reliably on spotty power, tight thermal limits, and aggressive cost targets. If a design works here at volume, it is usually competitive in other markets. The India Semiconductor Mission and related incentives are shifting some activity from pure imports toward local design, packaging, and gradually fabrication. The direction of travel is clear, even if the journey is still in progress. Most leading semiconductor companies now run design or R&D centers in India, staffed by large engineering teams. For years, much of that work was for global product lines. In parallel, we are seeing more Indian-origin IP, RISC-V, processors like Shakti and Ajit, and domain-specific accelerators aimed at edge AI and embedded use cases. These are early but concrete steps toward owning more of the stack. Owning the design layer improves control over cost, roadmap, and security. It also means more of the long-term value from AI hardware can be captured within the country instead of only through services. On manufacturing, India is still building capability, but the pattern is emerging. Chip packaging units, planned fabs, and large electronics factories clustering in key states. These facilities are already shipping phones, laptops, and other devices worldwide. At the same time, geopolitical risk is pushing device makers to diversify beyond single-country supply chains. For many of them, India is becoming the most practical additional base for both electronics assembly and, over time, chip-related work. Put together domestic demand, design depth, and maturing manufacturing. India is moving from market and talent pool to origin of silicon for smart devices. It won't replace existing hubs overnight, but it is clearly entering the core of the map. Over this decade, more global smart devices will quietly ship with critical logic or accelerators that were designed and in some cases built in India. That shift is the real story behind the idea of Indian AI chips powering the next wave.